Suma, you hear a rap at your door as you are
I'm
making your
in.
preparations. You watch Rel step into the room. The Storm King is known to host the Seven Trials. Whomever may complete them request a boon from the Storm King. And one of these trials, the Trial of the Hurricane, essentially a battle royale.
That is indeed tempting.
Rel,
Do you have-
can we team up in the hurricane?
It is not an uncommon strategy for those to form temporary alliances once in, but the challenge simply will not end unless there is only one person standing.
I'm definitely not going in.
Sima, you and I are the last ones standing. Then we can have our duel then.
This is true.
You guys go, Andros and Suzanne in tow. The streets are packed. There's booths everywhere. It's like, fresh pastries, fresh pastries. Don't get his pastries, get mine. His are fucking garbage.
I want to get that guy's pastries because I feel bad.
Like 1 silver piece for like a fresh bun.
It's my only silver piece.
You're gonna get some for the rest of
Thank
us,
you.
right?
Wow.
Yeah? I guess I'll buy
Gee, thanks.
one for
You
everybody.
have to.
You are sitting in the middle of this park, these red trees swaying in the playful breezes around you. You see a dwarf sitting at one bench, a raggedy-looking elf, a tough warrior-looking human, and you see a woman at the far end staring catatonic blankly into space.
I'll just neatly sit myself by him.
I suppose if you are here, you believe that you can comfort me, but I'm afraid the black fire took all I have left.
What's this black fire? Was it a dragon?
It takes you in, chews you up, and spits you back out into the world with nary a penny in your pocket. I should have never gone to Tarai. I should have never gone to that accursed casino. What does a man do when he's lost everything?
I've lost everything too once. The only way you can climb that mountain is with the first stone. If you wallow in here, then that casino would have won. Build up your money again, and you show that dragon what for, and you go back and make your winnings again, and it will totally work out.
By Ventus, you're right! You are absolutely correct, good sir. He shakes your hand, and he gets up, and he walks out.
Moving on.
100%.
Hello, I'm Gallet once again. Nice to meet you.
You see, I had applied to join the Imperial Knights and serve under the Vox Ventus Storm King himself. And you see noticeably that he has a limp. I didn't pass the physical.
We've recently got an amazing doctor on board. If you go to Tinkerton, you can definitely improve your chances on being the knight for the Storm King.
Shakes your hand, and he too goes off.
Hey, can you scooch a little bit over?
Don't
so I can sit down?
talk to me. I had entirely forgotten this stupid trial was to take place today, and I simply wanted a bit of peace and quiet by the fountain, and now strangers have been walking up to me all day with this nonsense.
Gallet plans to come back here, but for the meantime, he's going to take one of the other rolls he was given from Alok and just hand it to her. Happy festival. And he'll start heading towards the red guy. Gallet here. Nice to meet you.
Have you ever lost someone, Sir Gallet?
I lost many people.
How do you ever move past the point in your life where you expect to see them there every morning, except it ain't?
Honestly hard. I don't know if you ever moved past that point in life. You gotta ask yourself, what would they want you to do?
I did so much for that little dog, I can do it for another. That's what little Mikey would have wanted. He would have wanted me to rescue another dog and treat him just as good as I treated him. Claps you on the back and runs off.
Did you enjoy your muffin?
I have not partaken of it. Thank you very much. And then she scoots over to the other side of the bench.
Darn it. I
You
never really had
think?
many birthdays. Like, I grew up sort of on the streets.
My birthday just passed, actually.
Did you get
Unfortunately,
any?
well, did I get anything? I got a servant girl in my husband's bedchambers. That's what I got for my
Oh,
birthday.
how long were you together with him?
9 years. Yes. Although he looks so much like him that it has become difficult to look him in the eyes. And I don't know if that makes me a bad mother or simply a bitter wife.
I can give you perspective to a degree. My father worked himself to death when his wife left him. I'm still resentful of my mother. She wasn't there for me. I needed her. My dad needed her. Be a mother to your son, just even if it's rough on you.
Mr. Galatabate, I would enjoy it if you left me alone now. But tell them at the front that you have my blessing. Galatabate, you have successfully passed the trial of the Zephyrs. Ruby, you are led in. It is dead quiet. Clouds around you swirl. A voice you haven't heard for a very long time. You recognize this as the voice of your father. Time for you to come home, darling. You've been away from home for far too long.
How did you find me?
You think you're that hard to track? You make waves wherever you go. I've known this for the longest time. You've been a rash and impulsive kid. Why do you always have to do everything in your power to disgrace us and disgrace this family?
This isn't real. You're in a room.
As you yell, this is not real, you hear your father's voice go further and more distant. After 5 minutes pass, you hear another voice. Cathra, I know that your father might be a little brash, but his heart's in the right place. We need you home, sugar. We need you back home where you belong. Come on, honey.
If you were real, there's no way you would say that. What, you want me to come back and just pay you back for the rest of my life?
We just want your presence with us.
Just no place for me home.
10 minutes have passed now. Finally, you hear the voice of Priscilla. My child, you are wasting time. You must retrieve the Eye of the Storm as soon as possible. This is in no way the actual Priscilla. And the clouds begin to disperse, and you hear Priscilla's actual voice say, I do not tolerate pretenders! And the clouds vanish. And you, Ruby, have successfully cleared the trial of the stills. So let me explain a little bit about how this works. One of these chests is going to have a key in it. All you gotta do is find it, and you can pass through. However, if you touch the wrong one, and she goes to open the other one, and both chests vanish. But if you look really closely, you can tell there's a tiny little engraving of a key hidden on the chest. In front of you are 2 chests. You know for sure it's the one on the left.
Oh, Patrice, if you're there, help me look really quick.
Hey kid, what is it you want me to do? You want me... I don't know if I can actually interact with these things.
Well, yeah, just take a little look. Maybe if you see a little key symbol on it, let me know.
He gives you the help action on this one. It is the one on the far right. Move it to the next room. Now there are 5 chests. It is the one on the upper left. You go ahead, open the door into the next room.
Oh, jeez.
The one directly in the middle is a mimic. It is the one bottom right. That was like pretty fast. How did you do that?
I just looked around the chest and I saw the symbol like you said.
Cheating.
We're now going to move on to the trial of the gust. You are instructed to go around this long winding path around the forest, where this tiny, this gnome hands you both gliders. So between each of these platforms, there's just this green, it looks like a pot, but intermittently bursts of air pops out from inside of them. And you will both have to time it correctly so that the gust catches you up. You first, Suma. You hit that pot,
100%.
and instead of going onto the platform, you use it to change your momentum, land exactly on the other one, get up onto the second platform. Alok,
Wahoo!
you clear it with ease. As you jump, Suma, a small a flash of light in your pocket that no one can see. The port is tightly secured, almost as if the winds changed last minute to allow you safe landing. Alok, you change your fate at last second. Winds change once more as you land on this next platform. Suma, this is the final platform. You are uncertain, but then suddenly a renewed burst of vigor. You take that run, leap, ascending and landing perfectly before the judges, who meet you with a showering applause. Alok,
Oh
you
god.
crossed to the final platform.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
You also, similar to Suma, just barely make it up over these trees and land gracefully. We are going to quickly run through the gale.
Off to the side, no one's looking. I summon all 3, go immediately invisible. I give Tom the water wax.
Against the wind, it's 60 feet to cross. Your movement is halved. In order to move, you must pass a DC 14 athletics check. If you are next to somebody, instead of moving, you can use your action to try and trip them. That is gonna hit, so Andrews is actually gonna slide back. The fact that he's first is actually really nice for him. He actually slides back. And you're gonna fuck with this guy?
Well, I use the water wax to pour on the rocks he's grabbing.
Or on the rocks? he loses balance and then slides all the way back. He does not advance. It is back to Andros. He grabs the thing, and Andros himself is given a boon. There's no rules to this other than you fight until there's one person standing. It goes right up to Ruby and slices at you, clangs against your armor. My god, Bob! That angry dwarf is extremely sturdy. You got that right, Tom.
I'll hold my ring to my chest, use my new spell, Spirit Shroud, and I run forward. I shoot my shot.
Hitting the elf. She turns towards you, Gallant. I don't know what just happened, Bob, but that looked like it really hurt. You got that right.
Flank with Ruby here on this individual. Shocking grasp.
She is hit from the back.
I will do guiding bolt on her.
You a bolt of lightning, and you hear the announcers go, "Jeez, Bob, what did she do to them? Am I right?" You got that right, Tom. It's just gonna try and swing at Ruby. Slices at you, cuts through a little gap in your plate armor, and you feel Priscilla's hands guide your hands as bolts of lightning leap out. She stiffens and collapses backwards.
So I guess I'll just shoot her again, like, oh, you really? Okay, pop.
And she drops. I'm really outmatched here, aren't I?
Yeah, there's like no way you're gonna win, so do you want to just like walk off right now?
You've made some fine points. Drops his bow, and he like starts climbing up the wall.
I think it's time to tango, Ruby.
Ruby, you
Wow.
are unharmed by that attack.
Okay, the thing is, I want to try using this new spell, Call Lightning.
All lightning.
Yeah, I'm gonna absorb that
Yeah.
again.
Ruby,
True.
It's interesting.
you reach up, a storm cloud appears, like a gasp runs through the crowd. Goes, what's going on? What's happening? And we lightning goes. You hear the crowd go deathly silent. You hear the announcers go, Bob, did you just see that? I don't know, Tom. I don't know. That being said, Bob, it looks like we have crowned a winner. It is Lady Emerald, the Stormbringer. Suma, as you look around at the crowd, you remember all of what's been said about the relationship between Priscilla and Ventus, especially how they're each perceived in the Gallon Republic. Priscilla has been largely demonized and considered something to fear, not worship. A cleric of Priscilla is extremely rare. There is something about that display of power that has put these citizens on edge. Looking around on the way out, you notice that none of the Imperial soldiers that were here to watch this event are here anymore. We can end the session here. I think this would be a good place to end.